Right. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us for another WKS Zoom podcast. This time I'm with Lottee Brown and Vikki St Leger. How are you doing, Lottee?
I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing
Brilliant.
very good. Yeah.
Lovely. Do you want to start off by telling us a bit about how you started in music and the things you've done?
Well, I literally have just been singing all my life. The first album that I actually listened to was the Bee Gees, and ever since I've just been obsessed with the Bee Gees, and I think they're like probably like one of my big inspirations, you know, for how I started singing and everything. It's yeah.
Right. So have you sort of got any music out there at the moment?
Yes, I've got 2 songs out. Crazy Makers is my first one, and I recorded that last year. And then I've got a new song coming out called Freedom, and yeah, it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be good. So.
Okay. Superb. And Vikki, she's your music teacher, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Brilliant. And how long have you sort of been together, been, you know, sort of Vikki been teaching you?
Since Lottee was about 12.
Yeah.
On and off
Okay.
since she was about 12.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
She's great. She's good.
I think somebody said that you do quite or have done quite a bit for charity and that sort of thing. Do you want to talk a bit about that?
Well, I'm ambassador for 3 charities. Well, my main one is Anti-Bullying UK and Variety GB, and I work really closely with them because I travel all over England to like raise money for charities and everything, and that's what I've loved to do for a long time. So yeah.
Okay. So who's your favourite artist?
Well, I got so many big inspirations, you know. I think the main one would have to be James Brown. Because my name's Lottee Brown, and I actually got that from James Brown because I love him so much. You know, I've got an obsession over these artists, and like I always like admired his music so much. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have my name to Lottee Brown because I was like, oh my god.
Fair play. Fair play.
And then yeah, my next one would have to be Joss Stone, because the reason I started singing, she was the reason I started singing like all the soul music too. So she was one of the first ones that I listened to really, and I really admire her too. She's such a big inspiration to me, and she was just on the Masked Singer, and I was like, oh my god, it's Joss Stone.
Brilliant. But, I think wasn't she dressed as a cone of chips or something? Is that right?
It's just chips.
Fish and chips. I did see a photograph, but anyway. So is that the sort of style that you prefer, the soul style?
I wasn't always like didn't always do soul music. When I started singing, I just sang like modern songs, and like I didn't really know what genre I was. And then all of a sudden, like Vikki was showing me this genre of music. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, you know. And yeah, so yeah, it's my favorite genre of music to sing.
Do you write your own stuff, or do you just cover versions?
Well, I'm trying to write some songs at the moment.
We are
writing some songs. Yes, we are.
Okay.
We're writing. We want to create 3 albums. So with the first one, we want to do like a funky album, and then we want to be able to do a movie soundtrack. Because I love that. I would love to do like a movie soundtrack. I'm obsessed with like the soundtrack. Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
There's lots of movie soundtracks on the go. And then what was the other album that we're doing? Smooth R&B.
Smooth R&B, yes.
A little bit more laid back.
Okay. So how far along the time plan are we with those then?
Well, we've done a couple on the Freedom, which is the first album, and that's a really funky album. So we're working on a third and fourth. So it won't be too long. We're steaming ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
Lottie's a great lyricist, absolutely fantastic lyricist.
It's so much fun too. It's great. I love it.
So the after the lockdown, sort of when we all are allowed out again with a bit more freedom, are you planning on live performances?
Oh yeah, I've really missed gigging, you know, and like performing to the people, because that's like my adrenaline, you know, and I love like performing in front of big audiences. I know like everybody thinks like, what the heck? She doesn't get nervous at all, and I'm like, I just love it. I just get on the stage and just do it. So yeah, thousands of people.
The big charities. Where did you perform with the big charities?
Oh, Colston Hall. Done a lot of big gigs.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the biggest one? One or two, isn't it? Remember? Parliament.
Yeah.
Really?
House of Lords.
Yeah.
So she's getting her fingers in.
It was good. Yeah. Great experience to be able to sing there.
So was that they were all linked with your charity work? Is that?
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So if you could open a show up for any artist, who would you like to open the show up for?
Well, I've got an obsession over these two bands at the moment, and they've literally like, if I had to open up for anybody, it would probably be like Chicago and Toto and Foreigner.
Right.
Because I literally love them so much. I mean, I'm such, oh my God, I cry. I cry at their music. It's just so touching, their music. I love it. So yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So out of all the venues that you've sort of played, okay, have you got a particular favorite?
Not really. I mean, there's been like lots of great gigs that I've performed at, and I can't really say which one.
What about Western? You might love Western.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Western was a very good gig. It's very special performing there, you know, and I just love like performing on stage and like with the crowd and everything. I just love it. I just think the stage where I belong, you know, and you know, I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Yes.
So,
yeah. So who would you, if you had the chance to collaborate with any other artist, who would you collaborate with?
Well, it would have to be what I just said then. You know, my inspiration for years, for many years now, and Joss Stone, because she's just I can't even say. You know, she's helped me so much with my music. You know, I literally love it. I love her music so much. So
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Superb. So have you got any sort of videos out on YouTube or anything like that? Any tracks on YouTube?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Crazy Makers is on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Freedom, we're going to launch Freedom probably in a couple of months. Well, once we're out of lockdown, get the video done. So be a big build up for Freedom. But yeah, Crazy Makers is on SoundCloud.
Right. So is that your preferred platform, SoundCloud, or are you any other, you know, any other platforms?
SoundCloud is the main one. Yeah, SoundCloud is the main one.
So if people want to hear your music, they just put in Lottee Brown on SoundCloud.
And I've linked it in my Facebook too, so it's at the top, so people can just click into that, and you know, it goes straight in. So yeah.
Okay. Brilliant. And I'm assuming that when we're out of lockdown, you're just going to carry on with the charity work. I mean, that's going to be
go back to the start, hopefully.
Are the albums that 3 albums, are they going to be linked to the charity or charities, or is this just your?
No, this is just Lottie's own stuff.
Yeah,
right? Her own music, to help her to develop. Like I said earlier, she's an incredible lyricist, so it has to. You know, she's got so much to tell. She's had a a turbulent life. She's only 20. She was sadly very bullied at school.
Okay.
Her parents had to remove her from school, and she suffered a lot of anxiety, very bad anxiety since. So this is about Lottee coming back and freedom, freedom from the fear that she's been in. So what you see today, this bright little spark, she wasn't always that. So freedom is about the new release, Phoenix arising, a new strong Lottee Brown.
So your music and your singing has helped you immensely then with your anxiety and
yeah, definitely. It's been a really hard few years. I've had to bring myself back up again really slowly. So it hasn't been like it hasn't been fast at all. It's been like on and off with my singing. My mental health was struggling so much, and I was trying to, like, I don't know what to do. I was saying to my mum, I don't know what to do with myself, because I'm literally panicking all the time about all this stuff and everything, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want it to stop, and just so especially with COVID too, it's just been a bit manic.
Yes, well done to you for doing what you're doing. Superb, absolutely superb. We'll go for the last question, and I ask this of everybody. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for you being here musically now?
This one right here, because she's literally been the best. You've just been the best.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I don't think I'm speaking out right now. I don't want to cry. But yeah, she's a big support about love it spin.
Okay, lovely. I think we're having just a little issue with sound. Might be the internet dipping now and again, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Lottee, look, best of luck with everything, and thank you so much for talking to me.
That's all right. That's good. I really enjoyed it.
I'll keep an eye on Facebook and wait for the 3 albums.
Thank you,
Brian.
Yeah.
All right. You take care, guys. Speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.